Hi, I'm Bryan Martin,
And I'm Jennifer Martin.
and welcome to Powerful Loving Kindness Naturally. This is a wonderful podcast that we're doing featuring our book, The Home Model. And each week we have been talking about a different chapter, or a different topic in the book. And this week we're going to be talking about the 24 hours of love. So, Jennifer, the 24 hours of love. Do you know what those really are? You don't really know. So do you want to answer, answer for you?
Why don't you answer for me?
Okay. Well, they're actually 24 practices that you and I engage in to help maintain the love in our home. And the love is the power that gives us to stand up to and to master the pressures and the stresses that come against the home. And so 24 of them. But today, I only want to feature a few of them. And will you help me with this?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay, first of all, I think I would like you to share the first one, and then maybe you can do the next. How's that sound?
Okay.
Right. So the first one that I want to talk about is the kiss. And so the kiss is a really fun episode, or a fun part of this book. And I would like to.
It's a fun part of our relationship.
It's a fun part of our relationship, and I like to read a part of it.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So it goes like this. She stretches her head up to reach me. My tall frame leans forward to her. Then, like two spacecraft, slowly and precisely docking exactly where they should while the world is spinning beneath us, our lips touch. It is the first kiss of the day. That's kind of fun, isn't it?
Well, it's a little poetic for me.
You think it's corny, don't you?
I do. I do. I probably would say something more along the line of they passed, they kissed, and they went on their way.
Went on. Well, here's some more.
Oh, no.
Yes. This soft, powerful touch, more powerful than most people realize. The instant the tender skin of our lips touch, a message is sent at the speed of light to various parts of our brains. Isn't that interesting?
That is.
And what happens is the powerful brain chemical oxytocin is released by that kind of a touch. And then when it goes through our brains, it makes us feel closer and more connected.
Well, that's true.
It is true. So our ideal day of love consists of hundreds of kiss-like touches, many of which are not physical touches at all. I like it because you and I often say nice things to each other.
We do, or we smile at each other for no reason.
I know, and we say things that make makes the other feel comfortable, accepted, welcome, appreciated, loved, mm-hmm. And all those are very, 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 very important touches, just like a kiss. So that's why the kiss is a practice for us. It's something that we actually do. The next one that we want to, there's 24 of them, but we're not going to do all 24. But there is one that I think you would like to do on reading. We are pretty good readers.
Oh, I think we're kind of voracious.
We're kind of reading a lot of things. So what are you reading these days?
Right now, I'm reading a novel that a friend wrote,
mm-hmm.
and kind of editing it, more just giving her ideas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also reading Outlive
mm-hmm.
by Peter Attia.
Mm-hmm.
And I have another one going called The Mother Tree.
Finding the Mother Tree.
Finding the Mother Tree.
Are you loving that book?
I am.
Yeah, that's an amazing book. Let's see, Suzanne Smirad.
Simmer?
Yeah, she's a forestry scientist.
Right.
And she discovers a network of relationships, network of communication between trees and forests.
It's really a great book.
Oh, wow. It's fantastic. And it reveals that there's a network between most living things. And I love that book. It was really, really great. Finding the Mother Tree was a really great book. And the other one, Braiding Sweetgrass, was another great book written by another scientist who is deeply connected to Native American communities and the earth. And it's just so great to read those things from that kind of a perspective.
Well, and as a group, we're also reading as a group, you and me and two other people, reading financial analysis.
I know.
Which is is fun too.
It's fun too. And that's a very interesting business book that helps us understand our businesses. Yeah. Well, it's just easy to say that we both like to read a lot. I have 3 or 4 books going right now too, loving them all. And it's great. And it's sad. It seems like it's sad when I finish one.
I know you feel like you've gotten to know the people. Even on a business book, you sometimes feel like you've gotten to hear their voice and understand their thought process.
What's beautiful about that is that it's personal growth. And when we read from different books, and we share books back and forth too, it's personal growth for us. We learn new skills and techniques for each of us, and it's very, very, very enriching. The next one is beauty. You want to read that first paragraph?
Beauty exists just about everywhere, and it is an essential part of our ideal day of love. You will find beauty at the Louvre in Venice. You will find the Louvre and in Venice. Mm-hmm. You will find it atop Half Dome from Cloud's Rest across Yosemite Valley. You will find it on Broadway and on Paris runways. You will find beauty at dawn, dusk, and in the Aurora Borealis. You can find it under the microscope and in the telescope. Beauty is all around you. You can see it, touch it, smell it, hear it, taste it, imagine it, and share it.
I think that sums it up really nicely about beauty. But there's one place that I find a lot of beauty that's not out there somewhere. Do you know where that is?
Your backyard.
My backyard. I love to go and sit in the backyard and just observe things. Fortunately, we have a type of landscaping where there's something blooming all year round. And because of that, we have hummingbirds that come, and we have 4 hummingbird feeders in our backyard.
Which is really fun to watch.
And it's fun to watch them come and to see them chase each other off, and to sit and to rest on at the feeder and to get a drink. There's so many things just in the backyard that are so beautiful. And of course, the other day, when we saw the beautiful, beautiful sunrise, and the date was December 20th, and it was the day before the solstice, and the sun is at the southernmost part of its journey, and then when the sun came up, it was like the sky was on fire.
And what was really fun about that day was the trees to the north all had an orange glow.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it was really cool.
It's really, really cool. Mm-hmm. Do you know, I think it's so important to notice beauty, because when you do, it crowds out the noise and the chaos from everything else that's going on in your life. And it also connects you with your ancestors, your ancient hunter-gatherer ancestors, who for over 200,000 years were in the wilderness and walking and enjoying beauty and nature, much closer to nature than we are now. We're so sedentary, and we're inside buildings, and we're just not connected with the beauty of nature. And so natural beauty is very, very special to me. And I very much love that.
It really is.
And it's another, like I said, it's another personal growth um, opportunity.
Well, and the way I see that as personal growth is that I'm stopping, I'm taking time to appreciate what's around me and to see it and to be grateful for it.
Can I say one more thing about beauty?
Okay.
What I think it's very beautiful when people use their gifts. So, so when when the conductor is leading the orchestra, like Thomas, uh, when Thomas is leading the orchestra, and everybody is playing together, watching him guide them is thrilling to me. Or at a restaurant and your server is an expert in customer service. It's thrilling to me to see a person use their gifts like that.
And so you tie that to beauty.
Yes, it's beautiful. It's a person's gifts are more than just an opportunity for them to earn an income or to provide a service or to be helping. Helping is loving. There's something beautiful about their skill and how they use it. I love that about people.
That's cool.
What's the next practice?
Learning.
Yes.
You and I do a lot of learning.
Well, we touched on that a little bit about our reading.
Reading.
Yeah, there's so much going on, and I'm a big time learner. Also, you know, I have a lot of education, and that was really important to me. And I've never stopped. I read scientific journals and experiments and reports and things like that all the time. I'm reading a book right now. I'm learning a lot more about our inner dialogue, and that's important also. So learning is a big deal for us. It's a practice that we do.
Another one is movement.
Yes, movement is important because you don't want to be sedentary, and our ancestors were always moving. Yeah.
And I think that we even often in the morning start out with, after making our bed, we have 15 minutes of movement together.
Yeah, I love that time. You get you all stretched out and you do some exercises and you get your heart going. Yeah.
And set you up for the day.
Set you up for the day, yes.
Another one that we have here is influencing.
I love influencing, and there's I can't remember I think it's called The Power of Influence. It's a classic book. It's just been updated. I have the 25th or the 20th edition of it, Influence. It's a wonderful scientific study about how we can influence people and be better at it. And I'm very interested in that.
I think oftentimes we influence people without even knowing it or without it actually being a cognitive thought. I'm doing this to influence them.
Right.
You know, I think oftentimes how we influence people is by the way we live our life.
Right. Well, it's like our experience yesterday when we went to the hospital to visit a friend, and I had all these ideas that came into my head, and I thought, oh, I can say this. Oh, I can say that. And my system one was just on fire and going as she was talking, because I noticed, you know, when we first got there that she was kind of anxious, and so I thought, oh, I can make an intervention here. I can do something, but I chose not to, and that was a really important thing for me to do, was not to do anything at that particular time and just to be there.
Just be there. I agree. So another one is laughing.
Yes.
What would you like to say about laughing?
I have a great deep laugh, a belly laugh. And when I laugh, it just releases all kinds of positive hormones and chemicals in my brain.
I remember when our kids were at home, how we all would gather to watch the funniest videos.
Yeah, America's Funniest Videos.
But we weren't really gathering to watch the funniest videos. We were gathering to hear you laugh.
I still like to watch that program because I just think laughing is just one of the best things you could possibly do. I don't like it though on those videos when they seem to have fun at somebody else's expense.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I don't think you should laugh when somebody falls.
No, I don't either. So tell me, we have our 20 as children.
Our 20 as children. Children are fabulous. Did we do the one on dancing already?
Oh, I think I missed dancing.
Okay, so dancing is another a great practice that we can do as well. And I loved it when I was in parish ministry and we had church and the music would get going and the kids would just spontaneously come down and start dancing. I loved that because it was free. And I don't know what happens when children get to be 7, 8, or 9 years old, but about that time they become more self-conscious and they don't think that's the right thing for them to do. They've been socialized.
That's right.
They've been socialized so that, oh, that's not appropriate for me to do because I'm 9 years old now. Mm-hmm. But when the little ones get up, especially the 2 and the 3-year-olds, and they get up and they just start moving, and dancing to it, it's just the most natural human thing for us to do is to move and to dance like that.
Well, oftentimes cooking is one of the things in here too, but oftentimes when we cook, we'll have music playing, and in between doing whatever, we'll dance around the kitchen. And
I know.
Then we'll stop and go back to chopping an onion. And
right.
Then once the onion's cooking, we're dancing again.
Right.
And
yeah.
So dancing is a good thing.
It's a great thing. And that's a couple thing. Not necessarily. It can be a personal growth thing also.
Well, and it can be, I know lots of times just having the music on, I'll dance just by myself. So it's just a release of delight, I think.
Yeah.
So hour 22 is little things. And hour 24 is presence.
I know. That is a very, 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 very powerful practice, is presence.
Tell me a little bit more about
Well,
that.
you're pretty good at it. Maybe you should say some more about it. Can you?
Well, I think presence is when you can fully give someone your attention. And one of the things I learned, and I actually learned it from you, is being cognizant of when someone's talking to me to turn my body towards them. Sometimes I forget, sometimes it's not possible. But I noticed the other day a gentleman came in to talk to me and I totally turned my chair and the whole time looked directly at him, didn't look away, didn't watch other people as they walked by. And when he was all through, he said, "Thank you for listening so intently." And so he noticed it. And it is still a real growth area for me to be able to give someone my full and undivided attention and to be present with them.
Yeah, one of my favorite verses in the Bible is the story about the rich man, where at one particular point, Jesus is on his way, and he's really intent, and he's focused on it, and he's stopped by this rich man, and Jesus kind of pushes him aside curtly. Well, you know what to do, and the man said, "I've done all that." And then one of the most beautiful sentences in the entire New Testament is that it says that Jesus stopped and looked at him and loved him. And that's the gift of presence. When you can actually stop what you're doing and look at somebody. And when you do that, you're loving them. And it's something that is missing in our society because we're just so busy, so busy. My desk at the office looks out over outside, and the door is behind me in the back. And so people will come in, and when they come in, I have to deliberately turn around and I have to face them. So I get in my chair, and if I'm going to remain sitting, sometimes I stand up and greet them. But if I'm going to remain sitting, I turn my chair around, just like you said, so that I'm facing them 100%, and then I engage them. But last night I had an interesting a time. I have sacred hours when I wake up in the middle of the night, and I do breathing and I pray for people and things like that. And then I get these fantastic ideas. And one of the ideas that I got about presence was to actually reach out to them and to touch them, if it's possible, during that kind of a connection. So I envisioned somebody coming into the office and into our office, and the door is always open anyway. And so it's really easy for them to do. And me turning around, standing up, reaching over, and just kind of reaching out to their arm or something like that. And then I remember, do you remember in the old days in the vineyard, we had the ministry time after church, and we would pray for people.
I do.
And we were instructed and taught and learned a 5-step ministry time, how to be with people at that time, because people would come forward with special needs and they would like to have prayer. And so one of the things that we would do would be we would say, "Can I have your hands?" And we would hold hands, and that connection, along with my eyes connecting with them and my body focused on them, was already a healing process for a person, because that connection was just like what Jesus did. That was just love. It was just love. And that's what we do when we give somebody our presence.
I think that's a beautiful one to end on.
There are 24 of them. I actually had 26 or 27 or 28, but I had to pare it down to 24.
And there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah, and they're really beautiful vignettes, and they are inspiring to help people feel more comfortable about doing all of them. And so that's the last chapter of the book, but I do want to point out that at the end of the book, there is that fable, the sequel, the epilogue at the very end that completes the book. And if you'll remember, at the very beginning, we started with a parable, and the parable takes this couple through an important growth period of their life, and they are helped through a very difficult time. And then the epilogue is called the reunion, where they meet their mystical creature who helped them many decades later, and they discuss what happened and what were the most important things that happened to them during their long relationship together. And so that's how the book ends. It kind of ends with that last part of the fable.
Well, and it kind of ends with a kiss.
With a kiss. Do you remember where that kiss was?
Yes, it was over the overpass of the 198 freeway in Visalia.
Yeah.
And that's where you and I would kiss when we were teenagers.
That's right.
You went to high school on one side of the freeway.
Yeah.
And I went to high school on the right side of the freeway. And we would meet in the middle of the overpass. And we would kiss.
Let's do that again. Oh, I bet you maybe we can get a better photo for them to see it also.
Probably so.
Yeah, probably so.
Or buy the book, and then you'll have a photo.
Yeah. So, okay, well then we have finished going over the home model. It was a loving thing to do. We just, both of us, uh, were engaged in this process for a long time. It took 20 years for us to put everything together like this. And in the process, we learned a lot.
Well, I think that's why we can say it's truly a personal growth book, because there was a lot of inner
Introspection.
introspection. And as we talked about things, and as we had problems or stressors or life issues, we really wanted to realize that the problems weren't the people. And so I think that was really the initial push for us to grow individually, was to realize, well, the problem isn't Bryan, the problem isn't Jennifer. And how do we deal with problems? How do we deal with stress issues? And we knew each of us had to grow and to learn.
The other thing about it was coming to grips with what love is. Love is not a feeling, and the really cool thing about the acronym LOVE is that it gave us the opportunity to dive deep into love. And it's not a feeling, it's not an emotion, it's a way of being. We are loving, kind people. We were born that way. It was hidden, and it was under a cloud of socialization because both of us were deeply socialized in the context of our cultures. And we rediscovered it, like the couple in the fable. We rediscovered the love, and that it was already in our hearts, and we were able to nurture it and to grow it and to develop it to a high level. And we joke around when we say that we're rich in love and that we are relationship billionaires. But the years, the wisdom, the knowledge that you and I have gained is something that other people would benefit from learning more about.
I concur.
Yeah, and I think that's a good place to stop. So, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Bryan Martin.
And I'm Jennifer.
And this has been Powerful Loving Kindness Naturally.